Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Baseline. I'm your host, Matthew Truitt, and I'm here with...
Sachin Vanaraja, and today we have a serious guest.
Yes, we do. Today we have campus police officer Bo Gard.
Yep, and a little bit about him that I know is that he played high school tennis, and he also played baseball, he also played basketball. So, welcome, Officer Bo.
Welcome. Thanks for having me, guys. This
Yeah,
is
of
my
course.
first official podcast.
Yeah, and could you give a little bit of yourself?
Yep, I'm 38 years old, married with a beautiful 4-year-old girl. I have been a police officer for 8 years. I've been here at the campus for a year and a half. Prior to that, I did social work for 6 years. That was a community-based program where I assisted folks in the community and helped them with some mental health struggles.
That's awesome.
And I'm local, went to Northeastern, just down the road.
Oh, okay. I'm from there too.
So, and I'm loving it here at IU East.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right, so time to ask our important, deep questions.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Are you ready for
I'm
this?
ready.
All right, here we go. The first important question. What is your second favorite color?
Second favorite color, blue.
Blue.
Why blue?
Because it's too cliche to be the first favorite color.
So what is your
So-
first favorite color then?
That's none of your business.
Oh, okay.
It's
That's
green.
fair.
That's confidential. Confidential.
It's green. Yeah.
It's green?
Yeah.
All right. Mine's
Like-
emerald green.
Is that color?
Yeah, pretty
Oh,
much.
nice. I could tell I had to focus.
Yeah. It's quite ironic. Like my shirt, it's not focus, but it says focus.
Yeah.
You know?
I love it.
Okay, so before we get into our actual questions, we actually found out that you actually wrote a book. Is that true? And could you tell us a little bit about that?
That is true. So it's not like an official deal yet,
Uh-huh.
but I'm real proud of it. So when my daughter was younger, that was always the goal, was to get her something I could read to her and that she'd remember forever. So it's called Berry Hungry,
Mm-hmm.
and it's fun. It's something we read to her at night, and she can literally say the whole book without even looking at it. So it's kind of
Wow.
cool. So yeah, we reached out to a couple illustrators on like a website, and they were able to, because a lot of these up and coming illustrators will do stuff for free to try to get their name out there. And yeah, my wife found a real good deal, and some guy hooked us up with some cool pictures, and we put the words in with it, and say, you guys have to come check it out sometime. It's in our department. So
We
Yeah,
actually was looking into it in the internet, but we couldn't find it.
yeah, oh yeah, it ain't that cool yet.
Okay.
But one day, that's the dream. That's the goal.
Yeah.
All right.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that's really cool
Yeah,
and
thanks.
cute.
Man. It was real special. It was a Father's Day gift. My wife put it all together.
Oh,
Kinda
really?
surprised me. So that was super cool.
That's
Real
awesome.
sweet.
Yeah.
All right, so our first question. So why did you choose this career as a cop?
Well, I always had a passion for helping people all through school. And when I got into the social work aspect of things, it was really nice. And I did that for years. But in the back of my mind, I always wanted to be a police officer to kind of take it to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was a lot more challenging to get on departments. So I tried and just kept getting discouraged because I didn't know the right people, or for whatever reason was the case.
Right.
And then finally Randolph County gave me an opportunity, and yeah, I was there for a while, and it was quite an experience. It just kind of threw me out to the wolves, and I took off and went to the academy for 16 weeks, and it's been nice. And I've been able to kind of see different sides to policing, having that social work background. So I was, I kind of really took people's mental health into perspective, and
That's awesome.
and really tried to help them out through their tough times. It wasn't about arrest numbers for me or anything like that.
Yeah.
It was,
Right.
at the end of the day, if I could make a difference in someone's life, that was all what it was all about.
That's really awesome.
Yeah, thanks, man.
So,
It's been fun.
so right now you're a campus police, right?
Mhm.
So were you before city police, or is that?
So it
what
was
you-
county. I was a county
Okay.
deputy.
Okay.
So city police have their own little metropolis area,
Mhm.
and then county has the entire county to kind of run around. We would take care of the jail stuff, the court stuff,
Mm.
and that was neat. It was neat to be able to not be stationary in one spot. So
Mhm.
just kind of had the whole county to run. But it was weird for me because I came from grew up in Wayne County,
Mm-hmm.
but this was in Randolph County, the next county over,
Mm-hmm.
and all their streets are numbers. It's a grid system. had no idea what that was when I lived there. So like here, it's like your street's Green Street, Brown
Yeah,
Street, something
right.
like that. Over there, it's like 250 north to 350 east. I'm like, I'm already dyslexic. I'm going to get lost. So I had to use GPS a couple times for some calls until you got used to the, the grid systems.
Right. But what's the difference between a campus police and a county police?
There's a lot of differences. Campus policing is more involved in community engagement, where we want to kind of, be there to assist the students and make sure that they understand that they're safe. When their families come here, make sure they know they're safe.
Right.
Obviously, in the county and traditional policing, there's higher call volumes. It's not necessarily harder work; it's just different work. So it worked out for me because I did some SRO stuff, which is the school resource officer.
Yeah.
I did some of that part time, and that was kind of cool to engage with the students and kind of be a mentor for them. And here, just kind of taking it to a next level with adults, it's kind of fun because you can kind of be the next level mentor where they're going into, actual adulthood careers and, after college type stuff. So and it's been great. I was kind of nervous about the transition really because I'm not necessarily chasing a bunch of bad guys and kicking down doors and everything else here.
Right.
More so it's like having deep conversations with students, reassuring parents that, we're here at all times. And the security factor is huge with us here. So I've been very fortunate with the group of guys that I work with and gals as cadets, and we all get along as a team really well and work together. And those guys have years of experience, and it's always fun to you guys will have to come to the office sometime and hear some of the stories because there's plenty of them. And I thought I was cool with some of my stories, but they don't compare to their stories. But it's kind of fun. We're still learning stuff all the time. So.
Right.
Yeah. What does a normal day look like for you?
When I'm off work?
No, I mean,
No, I'm
we can
teasing.
hear both.
Yeah.
No, so basically we make sure that we're seen at all times. We try to be at least, try to make our rounds. And of course, there's security stuff with locking buildings, closing buildings, money couriers, engaging with the students, traffic control, making sure people ain't flying in and out of here, and making sure that it's not strangers coming onto the campus. If the whole see something, say something. If we see something out of place, we're going to try to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
So and we kind of want to be behind the scenes in that aspect to not, freak all the students out. But,
Right.
but it's important that we kind of keep an eye on the whole campus at all times. And I think we all do a pretty good job of that. We got a really good crew. So
So you guys like pretty much know every single corner in this campus?
more so the guys that's been here. I'm still a little newish. So,
Okay.
But I'm surprised how well I picked it up. So when I first came here, I think I've only been here like once or twice in my life, and that was just like random stuff. But yeah, they'd be like, go to this hall, go to that hall. I'm like, no clue.
So do you think if you and I played like a hide and seek game, you could win?
I would say it would be the first time I played hide and seek here. But yeah, I'd say I know some pretty cool stuff.
Okay.
I think he also would be a better seeker. I think he's a lot more trained for that.
Yeah, I could sniff you out probably.
Yeah.
Okay. What if I climb up the tree?
That is true. I wouldn't be looking at a lot
Yeah.
of trees, so.
I think
You're
I just
giving away your
yeah,
spots. So
I
yeah,
was about to say.
Also,
you're giving away your spots.
I'm not too concerned if it's wintertime and you're in there.
Okay,
Yeah, that's true.
I would not be up there. I would dig a hole and go under there.
All right.
Yeah.
I guess how do you try to build relationships with students?
I think just kind of getting on their level, getting to know them a little bit. I make it a point to, and I try to say hi to every single person I pass, period. This is such a diverse school to where some people may have a background or family history where they don't care much for pleasing, they don't trust pleasing. And I wanted to specifically reach out to them to make sure that they know it's okay.
Right.
And we go to
Yeah.
all right.
I thought you were still going on. Sorry.
Just middle of a heart-to-heart section. Have a special moment. Man.
My bad. Okay. I'm an international, right? So I never had any campus bullies or cops on back in India. So, do you find like any difference between students from local area and international students?
No, I think it's awesome. I think you and I have connected
Oh, yeah.
awesome. And I love that. And you're actually one of the first students that I've connected so well with.
Mm-hmm.
And it's neat to, kind of hear about your story and hear about our interest and similarities.
Right.
And it's teaching me a lot. So like there's again, it's a very diverse community here.
Right.
And so getting to know people and their background and where they're coming from gives you a better perspective on how things are, where they came from.
Mm-hmm.
And we, of course, want to make it as comfortable for them as possible while they're here.
Yeah. Like when I first see them, I was so happy. Like these guys tried to like pronounce my name. That was like one of my biggest thing. Like when you see my name on a piece of paper, it's obviously like it's hard for like any other people like American to say it. But these guys, they actually tried to say it. And I was so happy with that.
Yeah.
You know, and they were also like ready to learn how to actually pronounce it.
Yeah.
That's really great. And I don't think most people would like actually try to put in the effort to do it.
Yeah, it's I mean, like he's been talking about, getting to know who you are and wanting to make sure that, they know you.
Yeah, I only correct about 5 people a day that it's Sachin and not Sach. So
that's
it's progress.
Yeah. But I like you guys are probably the first one to like close to pronounce my name. Like the way you guys pronounced it, it's pretty much like closer. It's the first one was like Sachin, but it's pretty close, but it actually says like Sachin.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I was really happy with that.
Yeah.
Well, my name's real hard to say.
Yeah.
So
Do you like, while like trying to connect with international students, do you feel like that's like different than connecting with like local students just because of their background and stuff like that?
I mean, it's not really different. I just, I want to go back to that. I want them to know that we care and we want to understand them and want to welcome them, want them to feel safe. And I find it intriguing and interesting to have conversations with them. Obviously, you don't want to come off rude if you don't know exactly where they're from, what their background and stuff like that is. So, but I mean, this is a college experience, whether it's a community college or not. So the idea and goal is to have them feel as most comfortable as they possibly can.
Yeah.
Because I know if I went somewhere else, I would be freaking out.
Yeah.
And especially if there's no police there, like you're saying.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, yeah, obviously, like when I first came to know about there's like campus police, I'm like, why?
Yeah.
That was my first thought. And then I was like, maybe we actually need it, like students need some protection, some safety, So it's actually cool that you guys are doing this.
yeah, it's nice. It's neat.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the campus police out there.
I think like
J-Bells in the house.
it's crazy for me to think about like you guys not having, police at your schools, because growing up, I always had a police officer. Like, I don't know about elementary, but ever since like middle school, I've had a police officer in my schools. So it's something that I've grown up with. It's just interesting to hear that, you guys don't and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my generation, it's wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
So
Really?
it's fairly new that the high schools all are required now. So it's very helpful. I mean, because again, you're not necessarily just a police officer, but you're a counselor too to these kids. So so that's nice.
But since we're student athletes, do you like notice any difference between student athletes and regular students when it comes to like discipline or behavior?
No, I do see the athletes obviously a lot more because they're more interactive and within the school and stuff. And they're also, it seems like, you guys kind of have your teams and you kind of run around together with your teams. So you're definitely seen a lot more. I don't know, differences maybe. I'm not really.
Well, you guys also like go to a lot of our games too, right?
Right. Yeah, so we're required to go to all your games, all your home games. And that's cool too because we get to, monitor the area and also watch you guys play, which is cool. And usually it doesn't get out of hand, but it's always nice in case someone is there if something pops off. But yeah, that's an easy way for us to establish relationships because we see players all the time.
But is that like, do you guys do it differently during game days? Like, is that like more focused patrol?
You mean like Yeah, so they'll like if there's a basketball or volleyball game or
Mhm.
something. So one of us will be there,
Right.
and then there will be somebody on campus
yeah.
roaming. Yeah.
So we have a little bit of a fun question here.
Oh, yeah.
What would be your superpower on duty if you could have one?
Oh man. On duty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be invisible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be nice.
What? Pretty good. Oh, that's not. Actually, that's not really a great one because then I wouldn't be seen. I meant like incognito.
If you can control it.
Yeah,
Like,
control wind
yeah,
to see
yeah,
different
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So you pretty much want to be like behind the scenes, and
Yeah, behind that for yeah.
you
Yeah.
don't want
All
people to notice you.
The audience out there is like, man, what kind of cop doesn't want to be seen? Yeah, man. See, that should have been a homework question there. I'll get back to it with a better one later.
Okay. Yeah. Give you some time to think about it. Come up with a better PR answer.
So if you are having a long shift, would you rather have a coffee or energy drink? I see you have
Yeah,
Celsius right
you
here.
do have an energy drink today.
I'm more coffee in the morning, and I'll have one energy drink maybe in the
Okay.
evening. After.
Okay. Yeah.
What's your go-to energy drink?
Yeah.
Like, what is your go-to energy drink?
Oh, this is my all-time favorite. This
Really?
is the
Celsius.
old Fantasy Vibe.
Mm.
So you guys might get a huge sponsorship from that.
Oh, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Are you more of like a black coffee guy or
I mean, I
add some
wanna-
flavor in
I
there?
gotta look
or-
manly as a police officer, but I like a little bit of sugar.
Man, I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to judge.
Just a hair of cream, you know?
Yeah. Sometimes you need a little bit more flavor.
What about you guys, coffee drinkers?
I
A little bit.
pretty much like a big tea guy, but if there's coffee, I would drink coffee.
Oh, chai.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
Like India is like hugely popular with tea.
Very nice.
So if there's coffee, but I would drink coffee. Well, I would like some flavors and sweetness
Right,
to it. I
right.
don't like just black coffee.
Yeah, we have a fellow coworker in our office who's a man's man, and he's strictly black coffee.
Mm.
So
I can't do that.
I can't either.
Yeah, it's just I'll only drink coffee if I really like if I'm really tired and
Same,
need it.
yeah.
So like I don't love the taste of coffee in general, so I would not be able to do black coffee.
Yeah, it's definitely an acquired thing.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that you guys have cadets, right? Is that
Cadets. Yes,
cadets? Yeah.
Mhm.
So can you like tell us a little bit about what they do and
Ooh.
Yeah.
I would love to, but our cadet would love to explain it too. So
what's the difference between like a cadet and
they're in the cadet program to become a police officer
Okay.
while they're earning their degree.
okay?
So it was sophomore year they can apply. Sophomore year they can apply,
Mm-hmm.
and then they would job shadow us for a year and
Okay.
do different stuff with us. We would teach them a lot of different things, train
Mhm.
them on things. And they would do all the different trainings that we do.
Mm.
And then IU has their own academy. And so
Okay.
when they are ready for that,
Mm-hmm.
they go to the IU Academy in Bloomington.
So is it like a studying thing? You go there for like studying about
Yeah, and different, just all the training in the academy that would be required to be a police officer. So they do
Gotcha.
that in how many? 16 weeks, roughly 16 weeks, I think.
Gotcha.
And that's your firearm stuff, taser, tactical stuff.
Oh.
All the law stuff,
Mm.
traffic stuff, and they just combine all that in like the 15 or 16 weeks.
So they first gain the experience and then they go for the academy.
And
Wow.
then they would become a certified police officer through Indiana. And then that looks great on you when you're trying to go to different departments. Because a lot of
Really?
departments it's hard to get hired on without the academy.
Mm-hmm.
So with them having the academy and the degree,
Mm-hmm.
they could go to basically any department and say, hey, here's my resume. I've been through this. This is my degree.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, it's good to have on your,
So
in your background.
did you did your police training in the similar way? Or is it something like happening new?
What do
Like
you
the cadet programs?
It's the same thing. Yeah.
Okay.
So I went, it's just IU has their own program,
Mhm.
their own academy. So I went to what majority of the other Indiana people did was the Indiana Law Enforcement Academy. And That's
Gotcha.
in Plainfield
Oh.
over by Indy.
Gotcha.
Same structure
Uh-huh.
ish, just different instructors.
So
and-
do you guys
Mhm.
still have to like learn anything more after you
Yep.
become?
You have your ongoing mandates. There's so many different types of mandates that you have to follow up with every year, and IU does a great job with extensive training all the time. So
Gotcha.
even though people may not think there's a whole lot of action-packed stuff going on, but we
Mhm.
still get that ongoing training no matter what. So
Mm.
it's always in the back of your mind.
Mm. Awesome.
What would you say is like the biggest misconception students have about campus police?
I think more so just on an individual basis on kind of where they stand on policing. Again, going back to the diversity of community or from colleges in general. Some of their upbringings, they may not have good, relationship with police officers. They may have a different interpretation of police officers
Right.
based on some lifestyles. Again, that's where I'm trying to really channel in to make a difference in that aspect of things. To
Mhm.
really, if I see someone who's troubled, who isn't a fan of police, has a history of not liking police,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go out of my way to try to talk to them
Right.
and to change their perspective.
That's what.
And I kind of went off the rails there a little bit.
It's fine. That's fine.
That's totally fine. Yeah.
I kind of went beyond the line. What's it called?
Beyond the baseline.
Yeah, I kind of went beyond the baseline there.
So, yeah, we were told that you also played high school tennis.
One of the best, Sachin.
Yeah.
One of the best.
Should we?
Should we put that to the test? or-
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
I've seen how good y'all are, and there's no chance. So I was actually number one singles, but I was probably not qualified to be number one. We had a smaller school, and all of our all-stars kind of moved
Mhm.
on, and it was me.
Mhm.
So I was average, but it was still a lot of fun. It wasn't something I played my whole entire life. It was just when I got into high school
Mm-hmm.
and then took a big liking to it. But it is a lot of fun, and I've been meaning to get out there and play with you and Zach.
I'm down.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
yeah, that'd be a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you have to. Again, I'm a little rusty, but it's gonna be fun.
But did you ever thought about doing college sports as well?
No, I kind of went straight into the job field. My parents got divorced when I was younger and got back together right when I turned 18.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like that was kind of my sign to just get out and start working, get living life.
Mm.
Took some college courses. Didn't really last long. I was more focused on just getting money,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously didn't spend that well at an 18-year-old. But as an 18-year-old, but yeah, the college sports wasn't really a thing a thing I could do.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But do you think since you played sports when you were younger, it gave you the ability to do academy work in police?
Oh,
Time
absolutely.
management.
Yeah. So I mean, there's obviously different
Something
things they teach you in sports, and
Mhm.
especially high school as you're growing to be a man or a woman. They're teaching
Right.
you things, teamwork, all kinds of different traits that you can
Mhm.
carry on to your career, and
Right.
things that you don't really think much of, motivation,
Mhm.
stuff like that, hard work, and some of the academy stuff is. Some of the physical stuff stinks,
Mhm.
They really drill you, and you're doing a lot of running and sweating every
Right.
day, and stuff like that. So yeah, and it's funny when I was there because that's what it took me back to. Was I was like, man, this feels like high school basketball conditioning. All over
Yeah.
again,
Yeah.
every day.
I know that.
Matthew,
Yeah.
Matthew will know a lot about it.
Yeah.
about
I mean,
that.
I'm guessing we might have not had the same coach, but I'm from Northeastern too, so I know what that was.
What year did you graduate?
Last year. I'm a freshman this year.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Yeah, and that's one of the tough ones. The basketball is
Yeah.
pretty tough
Yeah.
when it comes to conditioning. We had some rough tennis conditioning too. People don't think there's a lot of rough tennis conditioning, but there is.
With our practice recently,
Oh,
we've
yeah.
been running a lot.
Yeah.
We know what the condition
Yeah.
is like for tennis.
When our coach listen to this, he'll have a little
Yeah, he'll
giggle.
have a little chuckle.
Yeah.
'Cause he knows.
We even had heavy conditioning for baseball, which you would think is kind of odd. But
Yeah,
there was
we had some too.
plenty of foul pulls back and forth, and
Yeah, whenever you make coach mad, foul pools.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Going back to when you said you played number one singles, playing number one singles in tennis is like a pressuring sport. Do you think sports helped you like handling pressure with your job right now?
It definitely helped.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think, like,
Because I played number one singles in our tennis team, and that's like something that most players don't actually like think about. You know?
yeah,
Like you were expected to like do something at that sport. Like
sure,
there's a reason you were there.
sure. It was definitely a help in that case. What was nice for me starting off a little bit later in life was I had some maturity and some life experience. So going in, I think, was a lot more smoother for me
Mm-hmm.
versus, there's kids going out there at 21 years old, gun and badge, ready to go.
Right.
Mhm.
And that can be scary.
Yeah.
For me, I kind of had a better read and was able to communicate better with a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
in different areas, but that helped me a lot.
Mm.
So I think, the maturity part was nice.
If you could go back and give your younger athlete some advice, what would it be?
Stop being so nervous and scared of what people think.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because basketball was the one that I was, for whatever reason, the most scared of. Like being that pressure, you take me on the courts with all my buddies,
Mm-hmm.
I'm awesome.
Yeah.
You put me in the game, I'm just like, pass.
Yeah.
My dad would always be like, be aggressive, drive.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, but the world's watching me. I can't,
I honestly get that. Like I was talking to the other police officers earlier, and I was talking to them like I get super nervous if people saw me, if people are watching me what I do. Like
Right.
I would forget how to walk if people like see me watching.
Yes, exactly.
I was also like talking to one of the other cops like I would be like super nervous when someone's actually watching me how I play. That's yeah.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Yeah, I'll be at your game." I'm like, "Please don't."
Should I embarrass myself about the baseball story?
I mean,
I think, yeah. I mean, you brought it up. I think you have to now.
Hopefully this doesn't get too viral. So this is how nervous I was in sports. Clearly there might have been some underlying stuff going on. But so this started in high school. I was really good at baseball, a good pitcher. And the reason why I didn't go very far is I somehow developed this nervous tic while pitching. And when I would release the ball, if there was any movement at all outside in the audience or something, I would just hold the ball.
Oh.
So this became like a thing to where I would have to talk to myself as I was pitching to completely release the ball. And can't believe I told you all that. That's pretty wild.
That has to be so hard, though.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine
Because
that.
once you develop that, it's in your mind
Yeah.
the whole time.
Yeah.
And I was a good pitcher, and that's what stunk is they would come out and be like, "What's going on? You're looking like a fool." And I'm like, "Oh, my arm hurts, Something's wrong
I
with
felt something.
Yeah.
I got here and just
something popped.
Yeah.
That's
They're
super
like-
funny.
Yeah, they're like, "You're a freak." So,
I mean, if you kind of put that to tennis, like if there's like a little cough when you're playing a match, you call it hindrance, and you'll just stop the point.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
yeah, so I would be laser focused on the catcher's mitt
Mm-hmm.
and going into my windup, and the catcher could just get straightened up, move the mitt down a little bit, and I'm like, nope, the ball's not going nowhere today. So
He's just pranking the
Yeah.
batsman and
just-
the
yeah.
catcher.
Gonna catch him off guard
Yeah.
next time.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're like, you're only allowed 47 balks this game. So.
That's so funny. So, which one of these three sports you played a lot?
Baseball was mine, the main thing.
Baseball.
Yeah. And then after high school, it was fun to play softball.
Mm-hmm.
That's the old man sport there. So we, they have leagues here in the city where I've played for years, which I haven't in a long time. But softball's a lot of fun too. A little less pressure, You're not.
You're playing against some grandpas potentially. It's not,
That's funny.
I guess what else would you have to say about how student athletes can protect their reputation and stuff? Basically, and not fall into bad crowds, stuff
Sure.
like that.
Well, it's super important. Obviously, your coaches play a major impact on that.
Okay.
Teaching you guys not only just about sports, but how to be good human beings,
Right.
good students for a future. And the devotion you guys put into the game, the sport, is practice for real life.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So, you're putting all this effort into practice for tennis and training all the time and doing this and that will give you the same concept in life with your future job.
Yeah.
So, and you got it. You guys got it. All of you guys. It's fun to see because, especially the track guys, seeing them guys out there running in -3 degrees. And like, that's the type of, mindset you have to have moving forward.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we just had one of them on last week.
Yeah. Last week.
Yeah, last week, and we talked to him about that. We were like, yeah, bro, we do not understand
Yeah.
how they can do
man.
that. Like,
Those track team runners, they are insane.
yeah,
It's crazy.
Yeah.
running out in that cold,
Yeah.
I could only imagine.
And I get mad just having to start my car in the winter.
Yeah.
That is so true.
Yeah.
To finish off with our podcast, here's the last question. Like, what do you want students, athletes, or like regular students to like think of campus police?
I want to hope, first off, that they feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
I want them to come talk to us. We have an open door all the time. It's so fun to
Right.
engage with you guys. It's fun to explain our program to you, explain the services we offer,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, just to interact.
Mhm.
And it's so much. It's so nice to be interact. When I first came here, Lieutenant Barker, we tease him because he knows everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows everybody by name. He interacts with everybody. And then I was like, man, that's so cool.
Right.
How can I get to that level? Because there's so many students here and I don't know anybody. And before you know it, you're just shooting the crap with people at this place and this place and this place. They're coming by giving you a fist bump or a
Mhm.
slap. And that's the best feeling of it all. It's like just communicate with everybody and get to know
Mhm.
people. And
Mm-hmm.
so, yeah, I encourage folks to come just visit, hang out, understand us, understand what we do. Because at the end of the day, their family needs that reassurance that they're going to be safe at school.
Right. Awesome.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thank you, Officer Bo, for coming on. It's really fun to learn about, your day-to-day and how you're trying to build relationships and build a better future for people, and even your, embarrassing baseball stories.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate
Yeah.
that so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But with that being said, I want to say thank you all for listening, and we will talk to you guys in the next one. Game,
Game, set, and match.